Welcome to the PSAV Inspiration Cafe. I'm joined today by Kent Allaway, Vice President, Meetings and Trade Shows, Produce Marketing Association. Welcome, Kent.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks for stopping by the cafe.
My pleasure.
I know that you wear two hats, as often you do in your profession, maybe more than two, but I can identify two at least. One of them is the incoming chair of PCMA.
Yes,
so
sir.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
The other hat, of course, is trying to run things at the Produce Marketing Association, and I will get to that second hat in a minute.
Sure.
Let's talk about the first hat. As incoming chair for PCMA, what are one or two issues that you're trying to grapple with and see the organization heading towards?
Well, I think that we have to continue to focus on our cornerstone, which is providing education. And how do we provide that education to people who can't come to convening leaders, whether it's geographical, financial, all of these reasons. So as we continue to deliver and stream live education from our event and then capture and archive that information for those who can't come, we're really pushing that out. That's a great piece for us. We want to expand our PCMA brand globally more than it is now. So we need to be able to figure out how do we provide value to those people who are not central to our locations or to the United States.
Right.
And so that's a big part of it. So we want to focus on that, and we want to continue to really get the conversation going among the entire meetings community. Twitter, the chairman's blog, social media, all these things, great platforms for us to actually talk to all of our members and hear what they have to say.
Are social media enabling something that couldn't have been done before? Or have you discovered it's important to do that now that you have social media to do it?
Well, I think I have some different generations that work for me, and they've
Right.
kind of helped me to figure all this out. What's the value of sending that stuff out? Mostly it's for a business piece for me, but we do a lot of social media through PCMA. PMA, my other PMA, is getting better at that. So I think it's a driving tool. It's a conversational tool. It's not a marketing piece, in my opinion. It's a tool to get people to go look at other things and deliver things in bite-sized information.
Now that lovely hat that says incoming chair and PCMA we'll put down and pick up. Let's put on the other hat now, Produce Marketing Association. What are some of the issues you're confronting as an organization? You have a very diverse group that you're serving.
Absolutely. We say we service the entire industry from field to fork or seed to stomach, however you want to phrase it. The issue of the local piece is really becoming a hot topic in what we do, as well as food safety, as we see so many of these horrible situations that happen occasionally with people becoming sick and worse from eating tainted foods. That's really an education piece. How do we get people to ensure they're following the rules to make sure that they're producing a product and delivering it to consumers that's healthy and free of any pesticides or things like that. So the organic piece is a big push too. And
while a lot of associations have issues, you really have issues if something goes wrong as an industry, not you, but I mean.
It's a very public problem when it happens, and it's a horrible shame, and my heart goes out to those families that are damaged by that.
And as you focus in terms of an association on your members, is your primary concentration in the area of education, advocacy, community?
That's the problem with a vertically integrated group, is there's so many things to represent. So yes, check all the above.
Right.
We do a lot of government work with regulation, legislation from immigration and all of those things, country of origin labeling. There's so many aspects of the produce industry.
And does globalization affect your
Absolutely.
organization?
We're a global organization for sure. We have a chapter that runs in Australia, New Zealand. They do a lot of business in that Pacific Rim area, the Asia area. We have country councils in South Africa, Chile, Mexico, many other Latin American countries have a huge population of people. So produce is grown all around the world.
Right.
And so we need to be all around the world.
Do you foresee more hybrid meetings in the future? Always a live meeting, always a live component?
I think there's always going to be, now that we're in the way of the world, there's always going to be some type of digital hybrid component to a face-to-face.
Right.
Whether it's to catch up if you missed it at the end, whether you want to stream it live, whether it's to promote things coming in. We know that here at PCMA, this event, over 450 people checked on their registration form that they had participated in the virtual meeting last year, which drove them to the physical meeting this year.
Wow.
So we're beginning to track that information, because one of the big things in the marketplace is, well, it's going to cannibalize my attendance. And we've really seen here at PCMA that that is not the case with near record numbers here in San Diego.
That's remarkable. So it's actually augmenting, not substituting for
Absolutely.
live events. That's great.
Absolutely.
Just one last area, Kent, content. Are you finding new ways to develop content, or how do you keep meetings relevant and engaging?
Well, and that's, being relevant is the association's name of the game. So one of the things we're going to try this year is a lot of crowdsourcing, so that we can ask out, what is it you need to know about, so that it's not just a few people sitting in a room trying to figure it out amongst themselves. We're the filter, not the generator of that stuff. So let's go out and find out in a wide base. Let's cast a wide net and see what are people thinking about.
It almost seems like there's more democracy now between the meeting planner and the speaker and the audience, where everybody's working together rather than preaching out to somebody that, as you say, crowdsourcing ideas coming from all locations to make it more relevant.
I think as adult, we understand more about adult learning. We don't want to just be talked to. No one wants to just sit in a room and listen to a talking head speak out to them. You have to be able to provide some input in the session piece so that you're getting what you need. We all get higher up in our organizations and our professions, we're looking for that nugget we can take away.
Right.
We're not furiously scribbling pages and pages of notes, but how do you set it up so that you can fulfill the needs of the person scribbling pages and notes and still provide that nugget to that senior level person.
Give me something I can implement.
That they can do right away.